TGIF, everyone. Welcome back to Between Bells. You know, Hannah, living through history, especially this week, is downright exhausting. And as a result, we miss everything. So with that in mind, it's time for this week in trivia. And let's introduce the hostess with the mostest, our very own executive producer, Mr. Connor White.
Yeah, all right. So here's how the game works. I'll recap a big story from the past week, and then I'm going to ask a question that's kind of, sort of related to it.
Whatever.
Whatever. I don't know. We get to make up the rules here. Baker and Hannah, you have to agree on the same answer. Got it?
Got it. Done.
All right, great.
Check.
Let's kick it off. Season 19 of The Bachelorette kicked off this week. Yes, 19. And for the first time in the show's history, it has not one, but two bachelorettes looking for love. Gabby and Rachel were part of Clayton's season, where they experienced a dramatic double breakup. I definitely understand everything that's going on here. Of course, things are different this time around, and the duo is in the driver's seat. Now, the pair's journey started with 32 men, and obviously, eventually has to get down to just 2. The men brought their A game for night 1. Software developer Jordan brought headphones to cover one woman's ears while he talked to the other, while Tino pulled up on a forklift and Jacob rode in shirtless on a horse. I gotta tell you, I have tried all of those things.
By the way, he went to the rose ceremony without a shirt on.
There you go.
Yeah, you see him there.
If it works. Now, after they made their entrances, the men gathered in the Bachelor Mansion, where they chatted with the bachelorettes. Fun fact, the mansion was not always part of the Bachelor plan.
Oh.
Baker seems like he knows this one. The original concept of The Bachelor was a luxury dating series that took place where? A, on a yacht. B, in a villa in Mexico. C, on a plane. D, in the Hamptons.
I've never seen this show.
You've never seen The Bachelorette?
No.
Oh my God! Well, even The Bachelor was so good. Okay, so I don't think in a villa in Mexico or the Hamptons
I agree.
are correct.
Yes,
I
I'm
think we
with
can
you.
scratch those two
Right.
off. Potentially it could be on a yacht, but we do have to remember one of the seasons, I think season 2 or season 3,
Yeah.
there was a pilot that was called The Bachelor on the Wings of Love, and that was sort of the theme, was because you were going to get engaged to this amazing pilot. So I almost wonder if that was already an early season sort of a development idea.
I like
that
how you
maybe
think.
on a plane was going to be one of the storylines.
wanna
So
lock
I
in
would
C?
say on a plane before on a yacht. So I say C.
We're locking in C.
Lock it in,
Connor.
on a
Where are we
plane.
going?
Control room
On
is
the
it
wings
C?
of
Oh,
love.
yeah, it is. Look, it's right there. We got it.
Yay! I should have just pushed it.
There you
Yeah.
go. Creator Mike Fleiss originally
Nice
sold
job.
the idea of The Bachelor to ABC as a luxury dating series that took place on a plane. You know when you're on a plane, how romantic that feeling
So
is? How much
romantic.
fun that is? Yeah.
Yes, the food's good.
Former Bachelor producer Jason Carbone told IndieWire, quote, "We were supposed to travel around the world. It was a far cry from what the show ended up being." Now, of course, while the series ended up back on Earth, the traveling didn't really go away. Contestants spend the first few weeks filming in a mansion in Agora Hills, California. Then they travel with their bachelor or bachelorette to different parts of the world, including England, New Zealand, and Thailand, just to name a few locations. Now, The Bachelor airs Mondays, 8 p.m. Eastern on ABC, and make sure to tune into Between Bells every Tuesday for Between Bachelorettes, where we'll recap the latest.
That means I have to start watching
we're the
this
two
show.
bachelorettes doing the recap.
I
on
should
this
probably
thing,
start
yes.
watching this show.
Okay.
There you go.
Next question.
All right, moving on here. On Monday, the first episode of ESPN's new documentary series, The Captain, about the life and career of Yankees legend Derek Jeter, premieres. Now, when Jeter retired in 2014, his home white pinstripe number 2 jersey was the best-selling jersey in baseball, and according to at least one prominent baseball merchandiser, Jeter's jersey is actually the best-selling jersey of all time. Now, according to data gathered by ESPN, thanks in large part to the influence of Jeter and how widely idolized he is, from 2005 through 2021, the group of players wearing the number 2 have been the most productive in baseball.
Okay.
And with current and former stars like Xander Bogaerts, Alex Bregman, Baker's own Troy Tulowitzki, and others, it's no surprise. But it got us thinking. Over the same time frame, what jersey number has been the second most productive?
Interesting.
Is it A, number 1, B, 13, C, 23, D, 25?
I think I know this.
Okay, what are you
I'm
thinking?
pretty sure.
What are you thinking?
I think it's B. I think it's 13 because I
Really?
remember a
Really?
fact where 13 wasn't unlucky in baseball.
Because I would have
remember.
said 13 was not one of the ones I was thinking. I was thinking either 23 or 25 because wasn't Michael Jordan both of those numbers, right? So
Jordan was 23.
Yeah,
Jordan was 23. See, now you
So,
say
but I
that.
don't know,
I'm
but I don't know.
wavering.
Why, it could
I
be
just-
one, for all we know.
Somewhere in the back of my head, I remember hearing some
Look,
kind of stat about 13 in
You
baseball.
know, look, if you feel confident about this, just like I was confident about the Bachelor question.
I don't know if I'm that confident. Do you want to go with 23?
No, I mean, look, Michael Jordan. I mean, look, Connor's given us like some difficult ones in the past to make us fumble
All right.
on these. So if you feel good about 13 and if you've heard it
It's
somewhere,
somewhere in the back of my mind.
All right, can I push it?
B.
B.
All right, control
Oh,
is
she
B.
got it!
It is
She got it!
13.
Wow, I just gotta push it.
Yes! Despite how superstitious baseball players are, they seem to have no problem donning
Knew it.
the number 13. In fact, it was Derek Jeter's original number in Little League and things like that, since it's what his dad wore when he played college baseball. Jeter's own teammate Alex Rodriguez wore 13 with the Yankees, and of course, other huge stars wear it today, including Manny Machado, Ronald Acuna Jr., and Max Muncy. Now, while players today don't seem to have an issue with the spooky number, back in the 1950s, just 0.4% of big leaguers chose to wear it.
really?
By the way, the most popular number in the big leagues
Yeah.
for the last 2 years, 28.
Oh, not even 23.
No, not
I
even
thought
23. So this is why it's good we did not listen to me on that one. All
you
right,
go.
All
2
right.
for 2. I'm
All right,
loving
yeah,
this today.
we're going to work harder next
No
week.
cheating.
All right, this week, Harry Styles, as it was, returned to #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart yet again. It's 9th week on top overall. So far this year, no other song has even managed 7 weeks at #1. Lizzo's About Damn Time moved up to a new #2 Hot 100 high. Jack Harlow's First Class, Kate Bush is Running Up That Hill, Thank You Stranger Things, and Wait For You by Future round out the top 5.
Okay.
All of those songs are also featured on the Songs of the Summer chart, where As It Was, also, surprise, reigns supreme. Guys, what was the last song prior to As It Was to spend at least 9 weeks on top of the Billboard Hot 100 chart? Is it A, Butter by BTS, B, Easy on Me by Adele, C, Heat Waves by Glass Animals, or D, Good For You by Olivia Rodrigo?
Okay, so
What do you think of
I-
Machado?
right now, my first thought was, okay, Glass Animals, I remember, was #1 for like
It
a
was
very
all
long
over the
period
place,
of
yeah.
time. So my first thought was that.
But so was Good
But
For You.
Good For You was too, and also Butter was in the top 5 at least for a long period of time. I still think it's at least in the top
But
20.
Adele's always breaking records.
I don't know, but the last one didn't as much. So,
True.
but if I had to guess, I'm
Go.
saying C, but not super confident on it just because like I know Glass Animals has been there for a very long period
I'm
of
going
time.
to follow you here because
You
I'm
wanna
not
do
sure.
it?
Let's do it.
I know. I'm okay. Don't
Lock
rush
it in C.
C.
I'm
it was
so
me.
glad we finally got you
I should have
guys.
gone with you. You had a hot streak
Yeah,
going today.
Hannah's all over it this week. Easy on Me was the last song to spend at least 9 weeks at #1 and was actually on top
That's actually
for
a
the
hard
first
one.
chart of 2022. It debuted at number 68, but it made the leap to the top in just a week. Now, the song's reign was briefly interrupted by Taylor Swift's All Too Well, Taylor's version, and of course, it was December, Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. Has anyone ever made as much money off
No,
anything
no,
ever?
never.
Every song off of Adele's latest album, 30, appeared at one point or another on Billboard.
That was a really hard one.
That was a tough one.
Yeah.
And by the way, everybody has to. Harry Styles is going to get the throne in December,
Oh, yeah.
regardless of
Yeah,
what
yeah,
happens. And Adele. All right. Next one.
Lizzo, too.
Alrighty, the nominations for the 2022 Emmy Awards have been revealed, with HBO's Succession and Apple TV Plus's Ted Lasso once again dominating. Succession was the most nominated program of the year, earning 25 nods, including Outstanding Drama, as well as Outstanding Lead Actor nominations for Brian Cox and Jeremy Strong. Ted Lasso was recognized with 20 nominations, while the limited series, The White Lotus, earned 20 as well. Jennifer Coolidge will finally
Yes,
get
yes,
her day
yes, please.
in the sun.
Come on, Jay.
Hacks and Only Murders in the Building earned 17 nominations each, while the South Korean survival drama Squid Game secured 14 nominations. Guys, which of these shows is the only one to win an Emmy? Parks and Recreation, B, The Wire, C, The Brady Bunch, D, The Shield. Only one of these shows ever won
Wait,
an
That's
Emmy.
Are we talking about like
shocking.
in any category? Or
Any
like,
category.
Okay, in any category.
Any category.
I actually think it's The Shield. It won
Why?
it.
Why?
Because The
I mean-
Shield also came out during like prime television when The Sopranos was like reigning supreme, and this was also The Shield put FX on the map alongside Nip Tuck and a bunch of other shows. So if I had to guess, The Shield.
But The Wire and Parks and Rec are so critically acclaimed.
Yes, I know, but also you have to think in Parks and Rec was going up against so many other big comedies
That's
at
true,
the time.
especially at the time.
The Wire also has a cult following, but it didn't do so well with with the Emmy voters.
Okay, I trust you.
And you know,
Brady
I don't even know if
Bunch,
the
yeah.
Emmys were around when the Brady Bunch was on television.
Locking in D?
So I want to say D, just because I remember. I think Michael Chiklis even won an Emmy
Okay.
for The Shield. So
I trust you.
Can I push it? Okay, push it.
Guys, is it D, The Shield?
We killed it today.
Yes.
Listen, my wife has accused you guys of cheating before.
I
I think
know.
you're going to get it again
Oh,
today.
no.
I think I'm getting the text right now. Yes. Believe it or not, The Wire,
That is weird, though.
Parks and Recreation,
It is
and The
weird.
Brady Bunch combined to win exactly 0 Emmys. They all got a bagel. The Shield, the show that helped put FX on the map, ran for 7 seasons and 88 episodes and took home a single Emmy. So when you add it to their total, just one.
Yep.
Back in 2002, when
You're
Michael
right.
Chiklis
You're
won for
right.
Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series. Now, back then, the idea of cable networks winning Emmys was basically unheard of.
Right, that makes
making
sense.
the whole thing even more surprising. Chiklis pulled the upset, though, beating Michael C. Hall and Peter Krause, both for 6 Feet Under, Martin Sheen for The West Wing, and Kiefer Sutherland for 24.
And by the way, Michael Chiklis really hasn't done anything,
Anything.
ever
I
since
haven't
The
seen him
Shield.
since.
Ever since.
Guys,
as a
you got
result
3
of
out
it.
of 4. I gotta try
That is
harder
pretty
next
good.
week.
And by the way, we could have been 4 out of 4 if I just listened to this one over here.